Mixing Generations, I'm your host, Big Man Zest, and I'm here today with one of the iconic members of the Saxon sound system. I'm here today with Sandy. How you doing, sir?
I'm okay, thank you, my brother.
Good stuff,
How
good
are you?
stuff.
You okay?
I'm very well, can't complain.
That's good,
You know what I mean?
that's good.
In the presence of some legends, so I'm nice. You know what I mean? So, Sandy, I'm gonna jump right in. How did you get involved in the sound system business?
Well, I've been in sound business since school days. Since I was in the fourth year at school, secondary school. We had a lot of school dances in the school. I used to be with a sound called Silox.
Okay.
And then I moved on from a sound called Silox to a sound called Sledgehammer. And then I left from Sledgehammer and I came to Saxon.
So what is it that made you want to be involved in sound system business? Was it something you sort of just fell into? Was it something you'd always wanted to do from school days?
Well, from I left school, I had a great love for music, and I was always into music, and I was always hearing the artists them on music, like Louis Lepke, Lone Ranger, Ringo, all them great artists from back in the day. There, you know what I mean. So I used to want to be like them.
Okay.
So I sort of was studying them over the years of growing up. And I picked up my own style and started to do my own thing, and learned how to write lyrics off of listening to these guys.
Okay, okay. So, individuals like yourself, how did you end up working with Saxon? I know you said there was a few sounds that you worked with before.
When I left Sledgehammer Sound, I was low key for a while, say for about a year. I wasn't doing anything with no sounds. People knew of me, they knew I was an artist, I was up and coming, I was rising. I never had no platform. I knew Papa Levi, generally through life, I knew Papa Levi, and one day I was walking through Lewisham Precinct and I bucked into Levi, and they hadn't seen me for a long time, and he questioned me like, what am I doing? Am I still DJing? And I said, yeah, man, I'm still a DJ. He goes, well, you still there with gentlemen? I said, no, I stepped off of them, man, then I'm just doing my low-key thing by myself, you know what I mean? So he goes, boy, Saxon, I'll play out tonight, so you can come with me tonight and get a little look in still, So I went with Papa Levi then, ended up going to a Saxon dance, which was, if I remember rightly, it was Bouncing Ball.
Okay.
Yeah, we went to a Saxon dance that night. The man them let me perform that night. I got a good response. Since then, I've been with Saxon Sound.
Okay. Sort of never looked back since
Never
then?
looked back at all.
Okay, okay. As one of the, leaders in this, let's say selecting, so to speak, do you feel that the way that the game has changed over the years, do you feel that selectors, icons like yourself, get the sort of respect or ratings, to let people know that, it was you, individuals that paved the way? Well,
to be doing a set like this right now, you're basically showing respect. Is what I'm saying. So, if there's anything that you really want to know about the past of what we've done, just go ahead and ask me. I could tell you everything.
Okay. Over the years, a lot of artists coming up now, or a lot of individuals, they don't really have a message now. What would you say if you had to give sort of some wisdom to some of these individuals now? What sort of message would you paint to them?
Well, the message that I would give to them is to keep it real. Life is a reality. Everything that we do in life is real, so why not keep it real and talk about the experiences of life and what we deal with today? You see what I'm saying? Music has taken a different angle, because if you listen to what they talk about nowadays, there's a lot of slackness, and it's the wrong direction for upbringing the younger generation coming up. You see what I'm saying? So, all I would say is just try and keep it positive and keep it real.
Okay, okay. And finally, I feel like, unfortunately, we live in a time where, as much as there's club events that go on, a lot of the sort of old school vibe, like the blues dances, house parties, youth centre parties, they don't really happen anymore. Do you feel that sort of has a big effect on the way that the music and sound system culture is nowadays?
Well, yeah, because times change. Everybody's got a different vibe. And the vibes is always changing. Everyone's always got a different flick. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's just how we are as a people. We embrace whatever's put in front of us. So, you know, we just deal with it as such.
And obviously, whilst you're here tonight, we're going to get some lyrics from yourself, right?
Maybe.
Well, it's mixing generations. We have to, you know, you're going to have to bless the place whilst you're here, right?
I'll give you a little spot. I'll give you a little spot.
Love that. Wicked.
Yeah. All right.
Nice.
All right.
Y'all learn from it at school. So it's right now. Take it down low. Play it low. Come on, the people them hearing me I say. Yeah? Let me say. When I was a youth and I used to go to school, this is what I used to learn as the first rule. Learn to read and spell alphabetically. Learn to read and spell. Yeah. Learn to read and spell alphabetically. Learn to read and spell. Hear me now. When you come and dance on your... Now when you come and answer, you come as a R-A-V-E-R. You just pay your money and then E-N-T-E-R. And this is what you do, A-F-T-E-R. Whether you're there with a girl or you S-P-A-R. You just spend a couple pounds at the B-A-R. And then you buy your C-O-R-N-E-R. Pay attention to the sound system with the P-O-W-E-R. Mix for my O-P-E-R, A-T-O-R. Here comes a S-U-P-E-R, S-T-A-R. I'm here to bring the vibes, O-V-E-R. Me say when I was a youth and I used to go to school, this is what I used to learn. Come again, Mr. Selector. So you see right now, man, them say trouble in the camp. Well, them can't give you trouble in the camp. Now give you the truth. I want you play it low. The truth. Why youth and youth a kill youth? Them a gang, them a bang, them a shoot. Think them nice, them ugly, them no cute. The gang warfare, them salute. Why youth and youth a kill youth? Them a gang, them a bang, them a shoot. Think them nice, them ugly, them no cute. Well, the gang warfare, them salute. Dead before this honor, horror. Anyhow you out of your borough, booyaka. Anyhow you get color. Wrong place, wrong time, you could be a gunner. Don't be unlucky, better have your bucky. Ready for whatever, cause some youth them dirty. Raging war when things get mucky. Somebody a go dead, but who a go lucky? Reap the glory, tell the story. Serious thing and no Jack or Nori. Me afraid for me son, them shame and quarry. Innocent people must fret and worry. Ducking and diving, staying alive. When everything gone in a overdrive. Some youth them a revel and still connive. Bad behavior, why them can't survive. The truth. Why youth and youth a kill youth? Them a gang. Come on, Mr. Selector. And you know, see the time Sunday come. You know, see me no ramp in the dance hall, La Brish. And if I talk 2 lyrics for the massive them. So you see right now, here what? Say you feel bubble, say you feel bubble, bubble, you feel bubble, say you feel bubble, bubble, you feel bubble, say you feel bubble, bubble, you feel bubble, say you feel bubble, bubble. As I entertainer, me a feel conscious. Me take up the mic, me no get anxious. When me stop it at my lyrics, me get wrong bunctious. Every word from me mouth a come furious. Make the people jump up and kick up rumpus. Forget a standing ovation, you know it is a must. Him say like myself, they have for a purpose. And just because of that, plenty DJ jealous. I say all kind of things and them a keep up a fuss. Me never start this, and them start fuss. When me and them buck up, them do forget brush. Cause the things I would not tell them, and me them want rush. I want broke fight and forget about cuss. Whether with a gun, knife, or even cutlass, fist to fist, they done it now get cantankerous. Every youth from the ghetto very courageous. If I want them, I go war to somebody get bust. Me no give a rascal, cause me no say me no bluff. Me big up for myself anyway through me rough. Bullying at the ring, me bird sign a Taurus. When me come a dance, the girl serious. Girl, them a tell me, say smile no gorgeous. Me a say in my mind, me a fi cautious. Keep for myself and not a person me fi trust. Live and learn and see I'm blind and be curious. Cause arms also make you feel it dangerous. You feel bubble, say you feel bubble, bubble. You feel bubble, say you feel bubble, bubble.
Mixing Generations, I'm your host, Big Man Zest, and right now I'm with a very iconic individual, 1/3 of the mighty Heartless Crew, good brethren of mine. MC Bushkin in the building, what's happening, brother?
Yes,
You good?
Mr. Zest, yeah, man, I like the
Nothing
intro
nice?
there, yeah, man.
Why not think already? You know what I mean?
Special, yes, man. Yes.
So what's good, Bushkin, man? How's things? Everything nice?
Yeah, man, good still, man. Just coming for the radio still. One extra, back on the one extra vibes now. You hit me, so.
Still working, still have
Yeah,
one?
working hard, man.
All right. So, Bush, I'm going to ask you, how did you actually get into, let's say, the whole soundboy fraternity? Because although, you know, you're a house and garage or MC, don't really want to ban you, you're definitely from what we would call, like, you know, the soundboy era. So what sort of made you fall in with that?
You know, my family's into sound. Yeah. My mum was in a sound and my dad was in a sound, both of them.
Okay.
In two different sounds. And then my older brother, he had a sound system as well.
Yeah.
Gorgon, his sound was called. My uncles, they all had sound systems. You understand? And then, I mean, my older brother, like 4 years older than me. So man's trying to follow fashion, you understand? So man watching him with his sound thing. And I said, yeah, we're going to start our sound as well. Them times we like youth sounds. That's what we used to be called now, youth sounds. People like Crystallize. Like, he was the bigger boys for us still. But then you had like Black Mafia, King Status, do that, the youth sound. They were a couple of years older than us. So I was like, yeah, well, we're going to start a local youth sound. And my mum, like when her sound disbanded back in the days, each member took some of the equipment. So she took a big speaker box, 18. And that speaker box was like the foundation of Heartless Crew, and that was at the start of our sound system, really, actually, to pass on, and we've still got up to now.
You, as a quote-unquote MC, but you're not like the standard MC, it's definitely, again, you know, the soundboy feel of it in terms of the selector and the DJ, rather than just little one word here, two word there, and then put down the mic.
Yeah.
Is it from coming from that background that sort of had you as more of a selector rather than just an MC?
Yeah, man, definitely, yeah, man. And that's why kind of Heartless Crew stood up, because we took the sound system ethics and then put that into whatever else we was doing, i.e. jungle and garage, you understand? So we've always maintained a sound system formation, you understand? Selecting, you understand? Knowing the tunes, you understand? Being able to intro the tunes, you understand? Them kind of patterns we bring into like the garage music, stuff like that. Yeah, again, watching all the other older artists and them kind of things there as well, you understand? Inspired, man, and yeah, cut man different still.
What would you say has given Heartless Crew that longevity in the game, rather than a lot of, I mean, we've seen a lot of crews come and go, you know what I mean, they're hot for a minute, they might be the hottest thing. What is it that's given you that longevity in the game?
Again, love of music, but you know, again, being a sound system, Heartless Crew was a sound system first, so people don't necessarily know that. Sound system can play all different type of music, so it can't really get old or die out. Sound system can't die out really, and that's what kind of kept us, or has kept us along. We can adapt, you understand? So if it's jungle, we could play jungle, you understand? Yeah. Garage, we could play garage. If something else funky come in, we could play funky, you understand? And that again is just being a sound system, you understand? Sound, us that started off playing all day, you understand? Like all night, you understand? Sound would, you understand? You string up and you play from morning to night, you understand? And again, us that was able to do that, have all different selection, you understand? So when you can do that, it means you got to be able to read the crowd. Yeah. You understand? And that's again a saving grace to us, you understand? We're in somewhere and we're seeing things looking a bit sticky, man can switch and go into the next gears, which most other of our competitors, they only came into it in the garage thing, so they never had that foundation. They just one trick pony in a way. You understand? Whereas us, you understand, we done an apprenticeship, you understand, you understand, in the sound system business, you understand, learned playing in empty clubs, you understand, week in, week out, you understand. But all of that was good training, you understand. Yeah. Obviously,
Heartless, you've done releasing music, so you've sort of taken that path into like mainstream music and charts and all that sort of business, and just playing clubs and dances and so on. What do you personally prefer?
Again, it's like transitional. Because I started as a DJ, fun enough. Yeah, I used to love DJing. Then obviously went into MCing. You understand? I love MCing. I love being in the clubs, MCing. You understand? The dark clubs. You understand? More like the dingy kind of clubs, the vibes. You understand? That's where we came from. You understand? Them kind of vibes. I love that. But now where I'm at, I'm trying to transition and more. I want to go down the artist road. You understand? Okay. So yeah, that's where I'm looking to go next. You understand? Again, it's a journey.
Okay. So it's DJ, MC, producer, label owner.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, man. Yeah, God is good, man. You understand?
Definitely. And just for those that don't know, how long have Heartless Crew been on the circuit now?
Well, our first, as I was looking at some of these flyers, you know, our first flyer we got Heartless Crew is that 92.
92.
Yeah, 1992. That's how I put the incense.
So then until now.
Till now, yeah,
And
man.
still prominent in the game.
Still, I'm saying God is good, man. God
It
is
definitely
good,
is.
good.
Well, obviously, you know, whilst you're here mixing generations, you have to give us two lyrics.
100, yeah, man. Say
All
that,
right,
man.
cool.
Ah,
Respect
bless him,
Bushkin
respect,
every
yeah.
time in on them.
What you know? Ooh, yo, missing jewelry. In your bank, me want feel it. Use this eye out it and chill it. Think what I can feel it. We tear out your underneath and even baby we born if you feel it. Yo, when me done smet, we Billy. I regard me the Philly. Sit back and reminisce so me the killy. Like flex killy. And the talk and the action for chilly. In a better under valley like Lily. Yo, me not in a politic, but give me some Hillary Clinton. Bounce pan the bed, your body me fling pan back and forth like a blood clot swing song. Squink like ching chang. Me screwing on your bed like in your shirt. You said I ill, bend over. Jeez. What you know? Missing, yo, figure 8, you're hotter than the pepper, I know the bad. 6:30 back as pan me lap, left hand pan your hip. And then me spin round and back, turn and you kitty like a tap. Start navigation, me think pinpoint pan your map. 2 higher pre-nut fetty wap, bubble like a soup. Me love it when you tick and when you tap. Body hotter than Shabba mother pot. Well, 07A75 me, timber she climb me. Godfather but me na wily. Skinny girl a twerk, I stick out her tongue and a wily. Bam! Oh, classic, we take it right back to the wolf, you know. Jungle era, hey. What you know? Me they want ruffle and dip. She want perform private. Hey, me have the title. Cold pump for me pilot. Wait for back shot dog me style it. Fire get lit. When come me think she a split. Spreadsheet so me must file it. Prepare for the outcome. Wet white in a towel. Me not get disappointment, can't spoil it. She must pay it. Whole stretch amateuric connection, Bluetooth me pair it. Give her this tip. Green light turn up and flip. Bushkin take up on a upside chip. Hey, she's about 60 lyrics are rushing on my brain right now, you know. Hold on! Hey, don't play no more with it. Hold on. Watch it now. They love me swagger like if you want to link me, catch me in the manor. Oh, wait by nice guns, where them up the hanger. Anything from Bush Bash is a banger. Do a little singing, ain't spanner banner. If you don't know him, do your research proper. I'm not the dopper, but I am the dapper. Dropping on the border, chest like Shabba. Boom boom stabber, the boom boom grabber. But me na lippy like Mick Jagger. Live up in Essex with my wife, she's a. Hold on, that part there for edit, you know, we rock up. Hold on. Me a the magnum drinker, put on the sinker. Get a wet first, use my the elimina. Hold on.
Mixing Generations, I'm your host, Big Man Zest, and I'm here today with another iconic individual, Mr. Peter King. How you doing, sir? You good?
Yes, I'm good and blessed. Thank you very much.
Fantastic. So let's just dive right in. How did you sort of find your way into the, let's say, music fraternity, or indeed sound system culture, rather?
Okay, right. Well, originally, Saxon sound moved into my area.
Okay.
Originally, right. And there was the youth man sound for the area. And when they came, all the youths followed them because there was big man sounds at the time. Like, you know, there was Sledgehammer and a few other sounds around the areas at the time, you know what I mean? And so it's like Saxon was the youngest of the sounds them, and all the youths went there. So it was mainly just like we'd go to the dances and thing. And then if you want to go into the DJ era of how it all started with me, I got a cousin. Really, he's my god brother.
Okay.
Yeah, his dad is my godfather, and his name is Mello. Yeah, he's a DJ, and he used to DJ on Saxon sound.
Okay.
A little bit, yeah, and then he basically introduced me into DJing, you know, at the time, because the story of it with me with DJing was, well, it was a girl's thing. I grafted myself up, right? But back in those days, young man, it was a girls thing.
Okay.
Right? So it was like the DJs would get the girls. And he was a DJ, and he start say, be a girl, I rush him and everything. So we say, oh, Lord, me have to join him on this. And we say, start write some lyrics and start DJ. So I didn't write, so I was pirating all the yardies at first, you know.
Okay.
There was Coley used to DJ on Saxon Sound, and Levi, they was DJing before me. Dirty Daisy also came around, and he was DJ. He was on Saxon Sound as well at the time, you know. But it was later down, you know. But but what it was a sound for people, for the youths them at the time, you know.
Okay.
But Mellows basically started me off on the track.
Right. So would you say so? It was basically a case of, you know what I mean, it's the local heroes, if you would.
Yeah.
And as a part of the new sound system, you wanted to get involved.
Yeah, because it was the life, you know. Okay. It was the life for everybody. And, you know, on Overcliff Road where Saxon settled down, it was like the front line. Everybody was there. Everybody, you could go there and you just buck up on everybody. It was like a big community gathering for the youths them there as well at the time. And Miss Rowe, rest her soul, it was like really responsive for everybody around, and she made everybody feel welcome and everything. So nobody felt like, you know, no, we can't go there or nothing. She made everybody feel welcome. Yeah. And that's a lot of people. She really was an angel to everybody, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So would you say that the sound system thing was more of sort of an area thing? I know they say Saxon from Lewisham and so on. Was it more based on, you know, being the local area? You know what I mean? Everybody knew each other. That's sort of where the gathering came from. Yeah,
because, you know, Saxon was a people, for the youths, them, it's more of a, them time there wasn't clubs as such. I mean, there was Lewisham Boys Club that Saxon would play in, but there was a lot of house parties. And through that, a lot of the vibes came up more, because clubs would be once every so often, but then you'd get blues shubbing dances, and it was all mainly about that. So it was a lot of youths communicating, and it was nice, you know. That's how it was at them times originally.
Okay, so I mean, let's say a typical night in a Saxon dance for you, how would it typically go?
For me, directly, in what stage of Saxon?
In just terms of walking into the dance, you know you're going to be performing at some...
Before I was DJing, or when I started DJing?
No, once you started DJing.
Oh, once I started DJing, I wanted to get known. But I didn't really have a good DJ voice the way I looked at it. Yeah. Okay. Levi had the golden voice then. Coley was a pirate at the time, but he had lyrics.
Okay.
Yeah, and he would bubble the crowd them, so it was good still, you get me? Now Levi would come with his cheeky ways and better than them, and we, you know, so he'd bubble the crowd up from long time. I saw Levi did I go on, yeah? So, you know, yeah. And when I started to DJ now through Mello, because Mello used to come and, you know, bring in the vibes, and he brought me into the vibe of it. Okay. So it's like, all right then, let me start write some lyrics, because I was basically pirating before, and I used to follow Nicodemus. Okay. And try to sound like him, because at the time there was Brigadier Jerry and Nicodemus did have a clash. Yeah. And when we got the clash tape of Brigadier with Nicodemus didn't, I mean, like, Briggy never turn up. Yeah. And he was just burying him with lyrics after lyrics, and I said, my God, this man, you're bad. Yes, I am married. You get me? So I started to try to emulate his voice of talking, you know what I mean? And it started to catch on with the crowd a bit, so I was getting away with it, kind of using his kind of toning of thing. And then, you know, just carrying on for a while, writing lyrics, and then Levi was always the star man, though, you know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, you know, respect due, always the star man.
So whilst we're on that point, actually, you talk about finding your feet and finding your style. Now, there's many styles that people did sort of incorporate, and I know that when it comes to the fast style, that was sort of your thing. Now, there's a lot of chat that it might have been one or two others, but what's your take on that?
There's no take but the truth. And the truth is, I originated the fast style, plain and simple. Enough people say, how you originate the fast style, and all kind of things, yeah? Right. There's rumors that Muscle had met me originate it by the way he used to mix the music. Because they said by chop. And who said that was Dennis Rowe, and Dennis had chat below me, because it never got so. And you know what's that? Right. Then it was like Levi did do a style, and I had to come up with a style better, which in a way wasn't better, but to kind of match with something different, because Levi bad. I mean, did have to try. I mean, never had no name really more than so, you know. You understand?
So you have to find
You have to try it, you know what I mean? And you're young and you try something and you want the girls them round you. And, you understand me? You're young and vibrant, you understand me? Right, so then, all right, let me say, none of people, it better me just get a little vibe and just say, look, enough people say, oh, you originate the fast talking, but if I tell you, you might think it's disgusting, but this is how me originate the thing. This is how the fast style begin. Coming from the teacher, the one Peter King, you know? Now back in 81 before the story begin, when Saxon was a sound, it was not yet a system. Muscle and D-Ro, they must select the rhythm. With one king called the Dirty Desi, leave a mellow chanting. Maxi Priest was the singer who made the girls scream. Roger Robin was a box by then before him start sing. Anyway, one day run a D-Ro yard, me gone for check him. As me reach a D-Ro yard, me hear D-Ro I sing, how him neat and how him sweet. Me say, how you fi neat and sweet? With them smelly feet. Me I go, take what you said though and write a lyric. And when me done with it, it have a bombastic. And this was how the fast style begin. Coming from the teacher, the one Peter King anyhow. The vibes did that shacket coming like electric. Me say, me have to write this neatly sweet your lyric well quick. And me say, quick. Me say, me better do it. But my belly start to hurt me, so me want to go toilet. But me not forget my lyric book and pen for do lyric. As me sit down on the seat, you know, me still a write and I chat me lyric. Me say, me need me sweet, me not for do it. Me need me sweet, me not for do it. Then me notice it and make me speed up my lyric. Then me say, me have to try and put it to the music. And it went a little something like this. Me need me sweet, me know for do it. Me got toilet for do and wash me hand and brush my teeth and come here and then me here. Quick, me want to use the toilet. And my brother bother me, but he want to use it. Me say, me in the toilet write lyric. And me now come out and tell me finish shit. And this was how the fast style begin. That was how it begin.
Boom. And with
In
that,
the toilet.
we can say no more on that. We can leave that right there.
Me sweet and me not on for do it. Say me nice, me fine and me not on for rhyme. The watcher when me wear, he give me good time. But every day jam on me watch on for wine. Cause me need me sweet, me not for do it. Me wash my hand, me wash my feet, me brush my teeth, me come on my ear. Eat me bull out with them pair, they good the clothes out with them wear. The pants and shirts said them on the tear, me gone clear everywhere. Do you hear? Me black, no brown, no tan, no shot, no dust, me smart, me no fit talk your teeth, you can't. No one fall down a coat and then you fall. You burn your face, get skin grab them, cut the skin right off your hands. Class and answer, me chant it slow, chat it fast. Come for sure, you me at the boss, me walk, me chant, me love me out, me watch me back, me just call. One time I met you, one Michael, and one called Noella. They said going to school is like going to hell. Most teachers at school, they breath really smell, and the classroom is just like a big prison cell. If you do something wrong, the teachers start quarrel. So the youth said them not take no more and start to rebel. So from school, you know what? They got expelled. They came to me and started to yell. Rockin' so good, picking up bubbles so well. Will you teach us to read, right? Teach us to spell. I said second Michael, I'm cool, no Noella. No listen to them style. Where I am gonna tell her. No A-N-I-M-A-L, that a animal. And a B-I-B-L-I-C-A-L, that a biblical. And C-A-P-I-T-I-L, that a capital. And D-I-G-I-T-I-L, that a digital. One E-T-H-I-C-I-L, that a epical. And G-E-N-E-R-I-L, that a general. And H-O-R-I-B-L, that a arable. Sure, man. Can you not hear about Beggy clear yet? Make me done the lyric, the man. Sure, here we now. Remember, I'm going to tell you, things no easy out there. Well, anyhow. Alright, let me tell you. Things no easy out there. I me say things no easy, I swear. Now you can have all the tools and have all the gear, but things no easy out there. Say now me see one girl, you know Beggy clear. You know Beggy clear. Oh, Beggy everywhere. When me see Beggy clear, and she say, listen here, do you have a little money where you can spare? Well, if you know Beggy clear, she have a nice piece of rear and two big breasts where you bust out Brazil. So me say, listen clear, listen me dear. If you want a little money, just bend over there. She said, bend over where? Me said, bend over there. Then she bend over and cock that butt in the air. And me swear, the clear a beer skid mark appear. And she have more hair than a damn grizzly bear. Me just turn round, step and guess and get in the gear. I get my backside right out of there. Cause things no easy down there. We love the selector, man.